Hey everybody! I'm here in the Love Lab with my favorite comedian of all time, Michi Hall.
Hey
So
everybody.
you all loved him so much last week, we had to have him back. So he adds a whole new splash
Oh, that's the
of
word.
entertainment.
Splash. As in moisture.
As soon as he adds the splash, we'll go ahead and get started. So we always have to start out every week with the tweet of the week. Tweet of the week is kind of a little serious this week, and the reason I picked it is because I think some people need to really, kind of pay attention to this. So let's see. We got the tweet of the week. Mrs. Ludacris says, "Every day this job devours more of my soul. In a month, I'll be the same as a demon from the fourth level of hell."
Wow.
Yeah, so when I saw that, I thought,
What she sell? Crack?
yeah.
You're prostituting? You can't do that.
It's a serious problem, and at the end of the day, if you really, really are that miserable in your work condition, you need to start looking for another job.
I mean, they got Section 8, they got Link, you know what I'm saying? I mean, just tone it down a little bit in life and enjoy yourself. It's better than being miserable and being a hell's demon.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Mrs. Ludacris, life's too short to be miserable. We got to enjoy every day.
Yeah, steal from your job. If you don't like it, steal stuff. I'm talking about stuff that don't even make the cords to fans, the cords to air conditioners and stuff like that, the cords to computers. I mean, it makes me feel good. If you treat me bad at work, I'm just going to, make your life bad.
You got to make your life
comfortable.
Okay.
For you.
Words of wisdom from my favorite comedian, Michi Hall.
Steal everything. Pay somebody to slap your supervisor.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, life's too short for all that. If you're that miserable in your work situation, you got to find a new work situation and really enjoy life. So we see life's too short.
Stress will kill you.
Stress will kill you. And speaking of stress killing you, new study came out. Study came out that basically shows that men are more likely to have a heart attack when they're actually in the throes of passion, not just with their wife or their girlfriend, but when they're having an affair.
Oh.
So what they did is they studied sudden cardiac death, which is basically a man all of a sudden just has a heart attack and dies. And they went back and looked at all the autopsy records of about 3,000 of them. And what they found is that 0.6% of them had actually died while they were having sex. And then they went one step further to research these guys who had sex, and 0.6 of the ones who were that had died actually were in the throes of passion, having sex with someone other than their significant other in some type of odd place. And a lot of times, these women were half the man's age.
That is how I want to go out. Like, ever since I saw Color Purple, I've been always saying that's how I want to die. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to do it, go out with a bang.
Go out with a bang.
Literally.
Literally. Well, that's what they're doing. And I guess it weakens the heart when you're in a new, exciting situation, a new, exciting position with a new, exciting person.
I can't say it weakens the heart. You maybe overexert the heart. Because, I mean, you get some young, nice, fresh vagina in front of you, you make your heart beat a little fast. And then when you're working a little bit and they energy a little faster than yours, you're trying to keep up. I guess that is a lot of stress.
Yeah, it definitely ends up stressful because actually in the clinical situation when we have a guy who has a heart attack and they ask, "Doc, can I go home and start back having sex?" We always say yes, but what we need to start prefacing is you can have sex with your wife and your girlfriend, but you cannot go out and start having any new sex with any new partners because it's way too exciting.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if like if you choose to go out that way, if you're gonna commit suicide, young vagina, go out like that. That's
you
what
said
I'm
that's the best way to go.
Man, let me get over 65. It's going down all the time. Everybody gonna be like 25.
Young new vagina. Huh?
Young new fresh vagina.
Well, you guys know this is a point where I get a chance to answer your questions. Amichi's here to kind of help do that. One of my tweets, and this came from an anonymous tweeter. He basically said, is it possible for women to have sex without ties attached? He says, because basically when he has sex with women, it starts out her saying that we can just do this as a sexual thing, but they end up catching feelings. Any experiences like that?
A lot, but I do know some real bona fide hoes also who will keep
Wait,
their
wait,
vagina
wait,
strictly off their emotions.
Wait. Why does she have to be a hoe if she's not connected mentally?
Well, the
Just because
only
she's
way
having sex.
to not connect mentally is to have sex with different people. That way, you're not just having sex with the same person. So, to actually be in control of your emotions and have sex is my definition of a hoe. I classify hoes as girls who got boyfriends and still cheat, or women who just can have sex if it's for money or for fun without any feelings attached. That's my exact definition
So
of a hoe.
then, does that mean that the guy is a hoe too if he does that?
Well, guys are yes. I mean, I'm not ducking the whole guys ain't shit. Guys be horny because I mean it's true.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, women be doing the same thing. I hate that we always kind of divide it like women don't be on that. They be on the same thing too.
Sure, and I think his question was kind of along the lines of, I'm meeting these girls. We're supposed to be in just a sexual relationship, but she catches feelings, and why is that? And I think what he was getting at is it because he's so special that these women keep falling for him time and time again? But in actuality, women sometimes say, well, yeah, well, I just want this sexual thing with you. But in the back of their mind, they might not be honest with themselves or with you about what they really want. And then, too, we talked about this last time.
PYO.
Yes.
Pull your penis out. And that's all you're supposed to be doing with her. Why are you hanging? Like, you're not supposed to have feelings because you're supposed to be boom and she's supposed to get out. Now, other than that, if you texting back and forth and tweeting and, hey, boo, I was thinking about you, yeah. But if she come through and it is what it is, that it runs out real quick if y'all don't care about each other. So, I mean, if you just keep it that, you won't have no kind of problems.
I think the problem comes, it's hard to keep it that. There's breakfast the next day. Sometimes people stay over.
The next day?
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes people stay over.
No.
We talked about the oxytocin levels when people are sucking on each other's nipples. So there's all of these things that mix together to make them bond together.
Well, I mean, I'll be bonding with my shower while you driving home. Because I'm not letting you. If we got the kind of relationship where we stand and hanging out, that's cool. If we building on something. But if you saying, hey, I ain't on that, let's just bam, then that's what it's going to be. All that, I'm uncomfortable after we done got down and I really don't like you that much. That's why I don't even really get down with people I don't like that much. It's too much.
So you wait till you like them to get down with them?
No. I mean, for me, it's when we get down, then I know I like you or not. But other than that, I don't really know until we actually
you get
do.
Down.
Yeah, because you never, man, it'll change your mind sometimes. You be like, oh, I like old girl. Then you be like,
not really.
Right.
Not so much.
No. It's a little awkward.
Right. So I think the take-home message on that, sir, is that you should be very clear with your partners about where this is headed and what you want. Crossing the lines, like you said, texting too much and doing things like cuddling, letting people spend the night over, cooking breakfast in the morning. Those are all signs that you're into somebody and that you want them to be into you. So then all of a sudden she's into you and now you're like, well, what happened? Why is she so into me?
Yeah.
Well, dude, you were laying it on pretty thick, and so
yeah. Stop caking, man. If you want to help yourself out, be like, hey, baby, why don't you let my friend come on over here? And then she'd be like, I'm not like that, but that would kill all the feelings that she had.
That's true. At that point, she realized.
I'm telling you, man, you got to be.
You don't like her like
you got to be trifling, man. If you're gonna be trifling, be trifling. You can't be trifling and opening doors. No, they ain't come for that.
So basically, take-home messages: pick one or the other,
and
stick with it.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, well that's good. Now our next question, and this comes from a lady. Her basic question is: it's been a really long time since she's been intimate with anyone. She met a guy that she likes, but she's fearful because she basically hasn't had sex in a while and is wondering whether or not she's even going to get turned on and whether or not it's going to go. So I made some of my famous vagina models here, a blue one and a white one.
There's a little spot right there. Double spots.
Double spots.
Right now.
Well, what I did is I made the clitoris intentionally red because unfortunately there's a lot of people out there who are not sure where the clitoris is located. So red X marks the spot. As you notice here, there's a hood over top the clitoris. And I made it specifically so that we could see this, so that as I'm talking to the ladies about how to wake your vagina up, you notice that the clitoris is covered with a hood. And so in the process of waking it up, I want you to actually, you can
hold this vagina.
Yeah, hold that one for us.
Now do the little head display.
Yeah. You actually, ladies, want to retract the hood, which is actually pulling this back. pull the hood back and actually expose the tip of your clitoris. That's going to be the most sensitive part of your vagina. So in the process of waking up your vagina, I want them ladies to do things that are actually going to turn them on. So whether this is reading, some type of erotic novel that they
Reading a
like.
novel.
Okay, watching porn.
No, I mean, I would say having a drink and taking a bubble bath. That's my relaxers.
Okay. Ladies might be a little different because having a bubble bath, ladies, if you follow me on Twitter, you know that soaking in water washes all your natural juices away.
I've heard that. I
Okay.
just was told that today, actually.
Oh, okay. So we don't want to start out this process with a dried out vagina.
Mm-hmm.
So let's avoid the bubble bath, ladies. A nice shower is okay. Get sexy, get comfortable, walk around your place. Look at yourself in the mirror. Look at how sexy you look.
Mm-hmm.
Feel sexy. Have that glass of wine that Michi's talking about, and get out your favorite vibrating object, or while you're in the shower, a shower head.
They can't call me. You don't need no vibrator. You can just
Well, she's
hit
trying
me
to
up on
wake
Twitter,
you up.
and I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I come over and wake you up. I'm like, wake up, vagina, wake up. Get out here and be somebody, vagina. You can make somebody happy right now.
No.
Wake up. This vagina is definitely asleep. Excuse me, vagina. Excuse me.
So no, ladies,
Wake
you
up.
want to wake the vagina up before you're with your partner or before you're with Michi. You want to make sure that everything is working functionally. If you think about it, if you were wondering whether or not your penis was working, wouldn't you want to test it out first before you got to the situation?
I do test it out before I get to the situation.
You test it.
Yeah, you can't go in on the first one. You got to come in on the second one. I know that. Come on, act like I'm the only one. You can't. You got to take care of yourself before you take care of somebody else. Anybody?
Oh,
Come on, don't act like I'm the only one that.
Okay, now that makes sense. So you go ahead, get one out the way, make sure everything's working straight. See, this is the same thing I'm teaching the ladies. It's a very similar process. So you get your vibrating object, and when you pick one, you really want to focus on your clitoris, because what's going to happen is as you stimulate your clitoris, and if you don't have a vibrating object, you don't have a stream of water, you can actually use your finger. What's going to happen is as you massage this area, and as you're turned on, it's going to increase the blood flow to your clitoris and your vagina. As the blood flow increases, everything starts to swell. Your vagina canal, the vaginal canal, actually starts to get longer, and moisture starts to come down.
Oh,
so that's the whole.
Just finish. I'm listening.
That's the whole concept of waking your vagina up. Now, the first time, you may not work out, but I want you to try this consistently at least 3 times for that week. Whether it's with the vibrating object, the stream of water, or even your finger. But the key is going to be you got to turn yourself, or Michi.
Thank you. I'm here to help.
But the key is going to be that you're going to have to turn yourself on mentally first. Now, so for those of you ladies too who actually are women who get in sexual situations and you feel like your vagina doesn't get moist enough, if you're not going to focus on lubricants and you want something different, what you do is you prime yourself. If you know you're going to have sex with your partner, you go to the bathroom ahead of time, prep. You're going to actually, these labia minora, seeing a lot of women, and I'm sure you've noticed this, Michi, these kind of are longer in some women than others. And so if they're too long, they close off the canal so that if you stick your finger down there, or there's just no moisture there. Yeah. So ladies, you want to prep first, and if you have the labia minora that hang long and hang low, you want to fold those back so that by the time your partner gets to things, everything is right open and ready.
I'm so excited. Wake up, vagina. Wake up. You got stuff to do. You can't just be laying around here sleeping.
So at the end of the day, ladies, if your vagina has fallen asleep, it's very easy to wake it up. You just have to practice. It's just like any other muscle. If you don't use it, you'll lose it.
Well, my tip is, if the vagina is asleep, give it mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Does that work?
Like that. That's it.
Breathe, vagina. Don't go in the light. You still got so many years ahead of your vagina.
Mouth-to-mouth resuscitation on the vagina.
Be somebody. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe.
So for more tips on waking up your vagina, more on Michi Hall's comedy, follow us on Twitter. I'm at Dr. Rachel. He's at Michi Hall. And as always, it's always a pleasure. We'll see you next Thursday, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here in the Love Lab. Text us your questions, and we'll go from there. I thought you were going to eat the vagina.